I once had love, and then no more. I once had strength, and then no more. Born to bind, and then no more. I lived and loved, and then no more. My purpose once had been to kill, to bind, destroy, and purge. My purpose, having been fulfilled, destroyed me, and the solemn dirge was every echo of the voice of one I'd loved, the one I'd killed. How useless we three then had been. How useless were the paladins, the doomed, the three. The sage was me. The titan was my brother. The rover was my sister. Dead now are the others. The sage who couldn't save her lover or her sister or her brother. The sage remained there, dead inside. The sage who failed preserving life remained to grieve for those who died. The paladins who held the virtues of the world itself. Three principles build all existence: destruction, change, and genesis. The titan, the rover, the sage. But there before the grinning grays, all was lost. Could not be saved. Their lives, their power, there I cost them. In my fear and doubt, I lost them. In them my life was hardly felt. Immortal, yes, but lifeless yet. The powers that were used to fetter, used in guilt to heal and better, living only out of guilt. How empty and how vain it felt. I mend the wounded, brave or foolish men who break and tear. I breathe new life into their forms. The world is grateful and aware. They call me by my name, and by other titles too. I mend their bodies and their souls, with power only I control, and do things only I can do. A sage, a shaman, world-renowned, suppressing now the agony, a healer who has now been bound to serve and mend them dutifully. But once, a monster came to me, ferocious, tall, and red. This monster of a man knelt down and spoke of monsters in his head. He spoke of pain and guilt and loss, the fiends within their horrid cost, the love he'd wounded and abandoned, and asked me then if I could mend him. And I tried. Oh gods, I tried. And never did the monster know the healer who was trying, who so madly just to help him was. Inside herself, still crying, she reached within him, knowing that his fiends could not surprise her. She soothed him, bearing anguish so much like his own inside her. She met his heart and mind and soul, and met the fiends, and saw his pain, and felt his torment, like that of the man she'd never see again. The monster never could have known how well she'd understand him, did not foresee how desperately she'd come to wish to mend him. And the lady who was born to bind, the sage, the healer, this is I. She failed again, in turn, in kind, just as she had before. And I, the lady who was born to bind, looked then into the monster's eyes, the days and weeks now all behind, wherein I'd soothed his heart and mind, and told him what I'd realized, that it was lost, that we had lost, that we were lost. It broke me. It broke me to be powerless. It broke me not to save him. It broke me, meeting failure then, for everything I gave him. So I fell into the dark again, but something held me out of the abyss. suspended me there at the precipice. If any one thing saved me, it was this. The monster gave to me his forgiveness. And through all these 6,000 nights, these long 6,000 days, such small blessings saved me from myself. Every gift I still denied and fought. Each blessing was so undeserved, I thought. For cowardice and guilt and blame, failure and loss, disgust and shame had left me unwilling to live. I thought I had nothing to give. I thought my heart had loved its last, my only love, its only song. How glad I am that I was wrong. Oh, little girl who died at 9. How glad I am I made you mine, little sister, wreathed in pine. Death is neither yours nor mine. 2 immortals, one from birth, one from death. 2 immortals, one is cloaked in leather and cloth, one is wreathed in willow and pine. The lady who was born to bind, and the girl who died at 9. Bloody woman, broke like me, how glad I am you came to be a gentle woman, strong of will, in lands of war who suffered beasts as I had done. But unlike me, you fabricated strength in pain, and found the wings to fly again. One immortal. So I told you. I feared the answer. Trembled there. I feared the worst. Would you despair? Oh, the many horrors I had known, when a mortal feared to die alone. But life and death did nothing to disturb you, and not my birthright nor my form unnerved you. You told me so. I disbelieved. I loved before I'd grieved. But by and by I gave my trust, and by, believed in us. So gentle are your fingertips. So patient have you been with this. So patient with my cowardice. It seems I can't let go of this. I can't forget the things I miss. The days I tried to leave behind. The lady who was born to bind. The lady who is going blind. Whose body does not age with time, yet feels the flaws of her design. Who is immortal, but imperfect. The lady who is going blind. The little girl who died at 9. Woman, killer, loved, maligned. The little girl who brought me life when I had thought my life was over. Little girl who's wrapped in clover. The woman who had sought to find new strength, then added it to mine. Who hates her hands and lost her mind. Who changed the lady born to bind. At a glance, you both could see a pain like yours also in me, and you pursued and rescued me. What I was, or what could be, thus often now has wounded me. You changed me, helped me to be free, changed me, even as you loved me. Love has found me. Life has found me. I have changed. You are my life. I love you both. Oh, fearsome man, whom once I knew, whom once I loved and trusted to, whom once I bound and murdered too. I'm sorry that I failed you. I live and breathe and love and live. A woman, a girl, I love. I live, but can't forgive. I'm sorry that I failed you. I'm sorry that I failed you. I mend their bodies and their souls, the men who live and die, life and death and life and death. Sometimes can seem to be a lie, wounded living, mended fast. A miracle worker? No, not I. I cheat my death by birthright. My work cheats mankind's own, preserving every life that's lived. And yet, you died alone. My healing hands can never mend the wound that bleeds within. They couldn't save the one I loved, but killed him. So, I live in sin. And what's the shadow that I feel? Is it the guilt? The blame? The anguish, torment, failure, loss? The cowardice, disgust, and shame? Is this the shadow that I feel? I pray that it is so. For if the shadow is within, without it will not show. Is the guilt the shadow that I feel? Oh God, let it be so. Or if this shadow is without, to death, you did not go.